On the one hand, gold. On the other hand, painful, agonizing failure.
Bonjour, ladies and gents. It is I, Justinfinity here, and we're going to discuss about Star Wars Visions, a new series that's going to arrive on Disney Plus this September that will be showing different anthology short films from some well-known Japanese animation studios. Now, I want to be honest, fair, and just about this as much as possible. Considering that I love Star Wars before the Disney buyout, and since I talk about anime on this channel as I do video games, this isn't really a bad idea. I don't mind seeing them do this. At best, these shorts look amazing so far. There are a few studios that I recognize considering the art style and animation. Two of them are being done by Studio Trigger behind Kill la Kill, Gurren Lagann, and Promare. One of them is being done by Kinema Citrus, who did Made in Abyss and The Rising of the Shield Hero. You should watch my review of it if you haven't already. And another one is done by Production IG of Ghost in the Shell and Psycho-Pass fame. I like the fact that the teaser doesn't pander to any ideology, and it seems like they're letting these Japanese studios do what they want with Star Wars, telling their own stories. On the other hand though, this is still current day Disney Lucasfilm. At worst, it seems they'll be using these studios to cash in on anime and manga selling well in America. Because who is going to buy their modern-day Western content with the likes of Star Wars The High Republic, or any of the crap spewing from Marvel and DC nowadays? I can't help but get the feeling they will do this just because anime is popular and will miss the entire point of it as a genre. What made intellectual properties like Dragon Ball, Full Metal Alchemist, Soul Eater, Yu Yu Hakusho, Gurren Lagann, and so many more great to begin with? They were stories told by passionate writers, made for passionate fans who got invested into them. Of course, they're not without problems when looked at objectively, but they still told interesting stories. That's what George Lucas was all about when he made Star Wars. It's an amalgamation of every epic story told from fantasy, with a twinge of sci-fi, historical elements, biblical references, in both Eastern and Western cultures, which is what Disney's films sorely lacked. Even if you didn't like the prequels for that matter, George's heart was in the right place. Special effects are a tool to tell a story, especially animation. So they got to give us more than just pretty visuals. Again, I'm not against the idea, it's the execution that matters. Hell, even if we're looking at what these stories, these shorts are gonna tell, they should at the very least not coexist in the Disney canon. Let's not forget, Disney kiboshed the expanded universe. Over 4 decades worth of material, novels, comics, video games, and such that was right there in front of them, written for them. Granted, it's not like there was any non-canon stuff before the Disney buyout happened, but my point still stands. Not to mention the previous fuck-ups and worthless moralizing from Lucasfilm and the House of Mouse. They fucked up their new trilogy. J.J. Abrams confirmed that they didn't have a plan from the very beginning. They jumped the gun on it as Lucasfilm was bought by Disney. Of course, there are scraps that come out good, like The Mandalorian, Jedi Fallen Order, The Clone Wars Season 7, but they're outlier material. Even with something successful as The Mandalorian, they still find a way to ruin it, like firing Gina Carano, the actress for Cara Dune, in Angel Dust. What? No, not that Angel Dust, the one from Deadpool. She was attacked and thrown out for having different views in politics that aren't in line with the Hollywood bubble. Disney and Hollywood in general like to get political when it suits them, but it means nothing overall when they just want to do this shit for the money, especially when trying to sell shit to those who don't buy it to begin with. Now, it may sound like I'm all over the place with this, but this is just a reminder that this is modern Disney and Lucasfilm here. Even if Visions turns out to be good, the shorts would just be more outlier material they'll likely ruin later on. So yeah, I'm not sure what to make of it. It looks promising, but considering how corrupt and overly corporate they still are, I'm holding back on it for now. If they give us what is promised and not control the Japanese studios making these shorts, I'll give them that. If not, well, you'll know what I'll do regardless. One last thing, just to give you a taste of Star Wars anime, check out the awesome TIE Fighter shorts from Otaking's 77077. I'll put a link in the description. Alright, that's all I have to say, ladies and gents. If you like this video, share it around, and consider hitting the subscribe and bell buttons. My channel covers anime and gaming material, but it's also a whatever channel. So, thanks for your time, and au revoir.